Seems like a crying shame to walk past that sunset, but alas, just too busy for me. You probably just want me to shut up and get on with the wine, but I've come here to the heath today in a very roundabout way, by way of the overground line. You can see this cargo train passing by. I always seem strange seeing massive long cargo trains like that on the TfL network. And then later on that overground train was stopped for a bit. So this curious bit of footage of a fox walking along the side of the railway tracks there. It's obviously not the uninterrupted view of the sunset, or mostly uninterrupted view of the sunset you get over atop Parliament Hill, but at least there aren't many people over here. More Gevrey Chambertin today. This is another Haynes, Hansen and Clark wine, another wine bought from Haynes, Hansen and Clark. Try and tidy up my appearance there. It is a 2019 vintage. The producer is again Confuron Gindre, the same as that Vin Romanée the other day. And I don't think there's anything else to say about it. It's not a specific vineyard or anything like that. At least one isn't named on the bottle. Can you get a little bit of the pinky orangey scarf? Who cares? Just shut up and get on with the wine. Well, that's a nice, rich sort of a cherry aroma. It's always some kind of cherry, isn't it? This is exhausting, having to come up with endless cherry nuance. I know I was talking about Kirsch the other day, but I'm immediately put in mind of Black Forest Gâteau. I think the base is supposed to be soaked in Kirsch, isn't it? Something like that. Once again, I seem to be imagining I can find chocolate in a Burgundy, which is probably completely nonsense. Whatever minimal credentials I may have had for tasting wines probably been completely destroyed. It's something to do with that association with Black Forest Gâteau, essentially, that sort of chocolate and cherries. A rich, cakey, boozy, luxurious form of cherry there. Pretty good start, happy with that. Got a bit of cork in the glass, allow me to extract it. Hope it's cork, not a dead insect. A correspondingly rich, concentrated, intense, pureed Black Forest Gâteau. Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, for anyone from overseas who may not be familiar with the probably inaccurate way we describe it in English. Well, I think that is a direct translation, is it? Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, I believe, directly translates to Black Forest cherry cake, at least. That is pretty good. It is rich and condensed and luxurious from the word go. Noticing a kind of papery tannic finish there. Not too severe, and it's not one of those sort of piquant, sort of peppery type ones either. It's very much a texture, a sensation, rather than sort of a flavour. Lovely purity of the fruit there. Nice intensity, nice concentration. I'm running out of things to say a bit, aren't I? It's all sounding like a broken record. There is sort of a sweet note to that, and I don't say that in any way a bad way. It's 2019, it's not 2018, it's not jammy, but there is a sort of sweet, sort of desserty kind of feel to that in a beautiful, lovely way. I think this would actually go very well with food, with a steak even. Not that I eat steak. Sweet, cakey cherry. Sweet, cakey, boozy cherry, and lovely concentration and richness. I'm just saying the same things again, aren't I? I'm just repeating myself. I'm trying to add something, but it's just nice. The Black Forest Gâteau of Gevrey Chambertin. I know I've said this before about other wines, but some of them do seem to end up like that, and I love it when they go that way. I think it's great. And especially from a vintage like 2019, which I like as a vintage. I think it's very forward, but it's very fresh and very fruity, and doesn't normally seem to produce so much of this kind of sweet, boozy, kind of rich profile. But this one has, which is great. I'm not complaining. Hopefully there's at least a bit of vaguely pink sky behind me. I'm probably all in silhouette. The wine is very nice. I'm going to shut up now. Cheers.